Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Lee. I come from Bukit Mertajam and at this moment I'm staying in Kluang, Johor. So welcome everyone to my channel, to my program. As you all know, I'm now uploading my book 2. So this book is all grammar, but the special thing is that this book is written in 2 languages. The explanation part is written in Bahasa Melayu and in English. Whereas book 1, 38 chapters altogether, all grammar. This book is written all in English, 100% English. But this book is written in 2 languages, dui bahasa. Okay, so the first book, we have actually 38 chapters altogether. And every question in this book, every lesson, every question, every page, I have already uploaded in my videos, in my channel. And now I'm uploading this book. This book, book 2, has altogether 40 lessons or 40 chapters, all grammar. So this book, 40 lessons, is more or less, I would say, quite complete, although there are still more, but 40 lessons of different grammar is actually quite complete. And people ask me what is the difference book 1 and book 2. Well, actually grammar is grammar, okay, regardless of how big you are, how small you are, or how highly educated you are, you still have to know, like example, articles, and the usage. Of course you have to know how to use prepositions, in, on, under, over. You have to know conjunctions, but, so, because, until, unless. So basically they are the same, the chapters I mean, but the questions are different, and book 2 is a bit harder than book 1, is more challenging. Not that hard, but harder than, okay? So this is, after all, it's only book 2, but then the questions here are a bit harder than book 1. If you were to compare the questions, they are a bit harder and there are more questions in book 2. So basically every chapter in book 2 has at least 1 or 2 questions more than book 1, because book 1 would then be the basic. So of course the questions won't be that many, but still is enough to occupy a long time for you to, if you do it by yourself. Now, why I upload every page, every question, every lesson in my channel, it is because I feel that those people who buy my books should have some sort of guidance. I feel that it is my responsibility to ensure that my book does not stay in the cupboard for many years, because sometimes we go to bookshops, we see books, we buy. At that time, you think that, oh, I want to read this. This book is so interesting. It looks so interesting. I want to read, so I buy. Then I buy and then I keep it, and then later on, from the table in the cupboard, and there it goes. You'll be sleeping there, okay? So I feel that I have a responsibility to ensure that those people who buy my books actually do the exercises inside there and understand, how to do grammar questions. That is why I have taken this initiative to upload every question, every page, every lesson of my book in my channel. So welcome everyone, we are now at lesson 31, comparison of adjectives. As I showed you just now, there are 40 lessons altogether. Now we are at lesson 31. That means to say we have 9 more lessons to go and this book is complete. Every question here, every page, every lesson is in my channel, in all the YouTubes, in all the videos that I upload in my YouTube channel. So let us look at lesson 31. Now lesson 31 is called comparison of adjectives. So adjectives is not that simple, just knowing that it describes people, animals, things and places. Adjectives are used when we compare 2 or more than 2. Let us say 2 3 or more than 3, it will be better that way. Or there's no comparison at all. So especially for you students out there, if you have a question whereby you have S and S in front, S behind, the answer would be the, how would I say, the base form of the adjective. That means the original adjective. Okay, whereby you don't add anything, this is the original, the base form, I would say, of the adjective. Okay, but when you see the word then, or when you use the word then, make sure that there is ER behind. Can you see ER, 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 ER? This one R because there already we have an E there. Or even IER. And then when you compare 3 or more than 3, then you have to put the first, and then the adjective needs to have ST behind. Okay, EST, but I would just say ST to be safe. Okay, so let us look at the first one. Let us look at the first one. As angry as. There's no comparison. As angry as a tiger, for example, or as angry as a lion, whatever. You are just comparing. Or as angry, I'm as angry as my father is okay as well. Now, if you look at that side, okay, let me write something for you. Let me give you a few more examples. Let us say I use like number 1, okay. I say he is angry. This is the correct answer. Because when you use the word is, the verb to be, and is are, past tense was or were, the adjective is the first row. What we call positive degree. All the original adjectives without adding anything. Or I can say, he is very angry. So your answer is still the original adjective, angry. Very angry. It's still the same person. It's not comparing 2 persons or 3 persons. So the answer is still angry. And let us have a look at the next one. He is really angry. The answer is still angry. Why? Because it's himself. How angry is he? Very angry. Are we comparing to anyone? Is he? No. It's himself. So the answer is still angry. And you can also say, he is so angry. The answer is still angry. So angry is still the same person. It's not 2 or more than 2. So you cannot have angrier or the angriest here. Or you can even say, he is truly angry. The answer is still angry. It's the same person, he. So we are not comparing. Therefore, you cannot use the comparative degree or the superlative degree. So as you can see, when you use is, your answer is angry. When you use is very, the answer is still angry. When you use is really, the answer is still angry. When you use he is so angry, is so, answer is still angry. And if you even use is truly, the answer is still angry. Because it's the same person. Here we are not comparing him to anyone. So the answer is still angry. Okay? So let me read. As angry as, angrier than the angriest. Now basically, I will not say 100%. Basically, most of the time, when you have Y, the last letter is a Y, usually. Then when you change it to the comparative degree, comparing 2 persons, Y change to IER. Y change to IER. When you have ER here, remember that there is a then behind. And then 3 or more than 3 persons. est. Again, I change from the word y. You drop the y and change to iest. And remember, you must have the in front. So, example, he is angrier than my sister. And then my father is the angriest person in my family. So, more than 3. Okay? As lucky as, I am as lucky as him. Or I'm as lucky as he is. Okay? As, no comparison. The same it means. We are making a simile. Something that is the same. But this one is different. This is comparing 2 persons. Example, I am luckier than my sister. So 2 persons comparing. So in that situation, again you have y here. So as I said, usually. When there is a y, when you change it to the comparative or the superlative, y you drop and then you change to IER. And then because of the ER, we need to use than, because we are comparing 2. Okay, so example, Alex is luckier than Sally. So 2 persons. Comparing 2 persons, remember you have than after ER. But then if you are saying this, ST, then you must remember to put the in front. You must remember to put the in front. Example, Krishnan is the luckiest person in our class. Okay? As quick as, no comparison, as. We are not comparing with anyone. But then if we are comparing with another person, 2 persons, then you put ER and remember to put then. Okay? And then the biggest, when you put ST or EST, you have to remember to put the in front. As itchy as, itchier than the itchiest. Again, you see Y here. So as I said, usually when there is Y, you drop the Y and change to IER. So remember, when you have ER, it's a comparison between 2 and behind you need to put then. Okay? And then the highest degree, which is a superlative degree, the highest, 3 or more than 3. Remember ST. Okay? Again, because of the Y, you change to IEST. Remember, in front, you need to put the. As hard as, harder than, the hardest. So this is easy because you just need to put ER when you are talking about 2. And then remember to have a then behind. If you are talking about 3 or more than 3, then you remember to put the, and then you behind there is an EST. As rude as, ruder than, the rudest. So here, no comparison. As, so you use the base form. But when you use then, you are talking about 2, comparing 2. When you compare 2, you put R only. Why? Because there already is an E there. But at the end, what you see is ER again. Then you remember to put then behind. And if you are talking about the rudest, the highest level, 3 or more than 3, remember ST. So in front, you need to put the, so the rudest. As oily as, oilier than, the oiliest. Can you see the Y here? Usually. When you have Y, you drop the Y and change to IER, IEST. So remember ER, comparison between 2. So behind you need to put then. Comparison between 3 or more than 3. Remember to put the and then make sure there's ST behind. The oiliest. As mean as, meaner than, the meanest. This is simple. As and as, you use the original adjective. When you are comparing 2, remember to put then, and then behind you have ER. When you are talking about 3 or more than 3, remember you have EST, or more to be safe is ST. Remember in front, you need to put the. As sad as, sadder than, the saddest. For this word sad, it ends with D, but you need to add one more D. So you have SS, you have SADD, double D, and then only you put ER, and behind you put then. Comparison between 2. Today is sadder than yesterday for me, example. Now, When you're talking about more than 3 or more than 3, then you need to put one more D and then EST. In front, remember, you have to put the. But then I told you before, most of the time, okay, if you have a D, I wouldn't say most of the time. When you see the ending has a D, you can see some special situations like this. For set and for man, double D. But then this what kind? It also ends with D, but then you don't put one more D. You see or not? This is English. We are not learning mathematics where you stick to the formula. As long as the formula is correct, you are correct. So A plus A is 2A. See, why mathematics we can score 100%? English, try getting 100%. I doubt any one of us can. Why? Because it's a language. There are exceptions to the rule. Okay, there's no fixed thing that it must be like this. No. So remember that set and mad, you have double D. So sadder, double D, so ER. Therefore, you need a then behind. Comparison between two. When you are talking about the highest degree, superlative degree, you need to put one more D and EST. Remember in front to put the. Okay, to show that it is the highest level. As kind as, kinder than, the kindest. So again, because of S, you use the base form. But when you use the word then, you are comparing two, so kind becomes kinder, put ER. When you have EST in front, remember to put the. As neat as, neater than, the neatest. This is simple again. SS, original adjective. When you have then, you put ER. When you have the, you put EST. So the neatest. Clever, as clever as. Cleverer than, the cleverest. So when you have S and S, use the original adjective. When you are talking about two, so you put ER. Cleverer, remember there's a then behind. When you are talking about 3 or more than 3, remember to put the and then EST, the cleverest. Okay? As pure as, purer than, the purest. So SS, so the base adjective. But when you have then, make sure there is ER. But then the word pure already has E, so you just need to put R. But then when you look at the end, the final result, it is still ER. So when it is ER, remember it's a comparison between two, and you need to put then behind. And if you're talking about the superlative degree, comparing 3 or more than 3, remember to put ST because they already have E. And then in front, make sure you put the. As mad as, madder than, the maddest. Mad is the same as sad. You have the D here, but you need to add one more D. So madder than, double D, and then ER. So madder than is a comparison between two. It's called comparative degree. But if you are comparing 3 or more than 3, mad becomes maddest. That means you add one more D before you put EST. And in front, remember to put a the there. As rich as, richer than, the richest. This is simple. As, so the base form, the original adjective. Then we put ER because we are comparing. So remember to put the word then. And when you are comparing 3 or more than 3, remember to put EST, and then in front, remember there is a the. Okay? Alright? So that's all. You know that comparison of adjectives, if you have this book, just exercise 1, there are 30 questions. I can only do 15. That means my next video will be 16 to 30 before I go to another exercise, which is exercise 2. Now, some of you may want to ask me, how do we know whether we put ER, whether we put IER, whether we add one more like DDER, or something else? How do we know? I don't know. I don't know. because there's no way to know. Okay, not because there's a Y there. Okay, oh Y, so cut it off, put IER. No, there are some cases where you don't do it. There are some cases you just put EREST. And then D, oh, add one more D. No, you can see this so clearly. One is DDER, but this is ER. So I told you, I don't know. So how do I know the answer? Well, comparison of adjectives is already fixed. It's already fixed. So we are now in the age of technology. It's that simple. Just the internet, you just type comparison of adjectives. You can see one whole list coming up. You have to follow the list. There's no such thing as how, why, no. It's already fixed and given to you. You have to follow. That is why in my book, I already, from the first book, comparison of adjectives, I gave one list. This is the second list because this is book 2. There are hundreds of comparison of adjectives. So for every level, I just give a bit. Because I cannot finish giving. It will take many pages. So what you can do is refer to the internet. Just type comparison of adjectives, you will know. Or this word changed to this word, changed to this. It's already fixed. There's nothing we can do. Okay? So there's no way to say that, or this one, or you see this letter, therefore it's like this. No. It's already fixed. And we have to follow it closely. So after doing a lot of exercises or writing that same word over and over again, we will remember. And then when we remember, we don't even think about why and how. Alright? So my class ends here. I will see you again in the next video. Remember to give me a like, share and subscribe. Till we meet again.